deep breath in. Oh, let it go, let it out. Welcome in, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Isabel Katarina, Nordic medicine woman, a psychic channel and spiritual teacher. And I'm so excited to be back with you guys today. It's been too long, I know. I was receiving some messages like, where are you? I'm sending my thoughts to you and you're not coming back yet. I am always coming back in the right timing. I am right here. And today we're doing reading, a channeled messages, tarot card reading, and with all beautiful cards flying out. The first one, the Ace of Coins. And this morning, it's just too many things that's happened this last month, honestly. I just came back last night from my retreat up in the north of Costa Rica, and it was the third retreat of this month. But it was so beautiful, and I've been inviting you guys the last half year, and I'm so excited that there were some people who decided to come and join me and meet me here and go through like such a deep journey. So I feel like I came back last night to my house in the south of Costa Rica, and just my heart is so full and so complete from this month journey. And anyway, I was sitting so I wanted to share that energy with you. And I just had to be present this month with all the retreats and everything going on. But I was sitting in my kitchen in the morning, like editing some other videos from my teacher training that started this morning, and a card flew all the way from here over to my kitchen with a big wind. What was that card? The Phoenix. And it landed like right by my feet, and I was feeling that spirit is like, so, are you ready to rise? Are you ready to rise? And not only that, but like you are rising. If there was an ember in the fire that you had before lit, and if there's only an ember left, you know, only the red little thing, you look through the ashes and there's still an ember there. This is the time to rise and to stoke that fire. Another card that was coming out for our training today, and I felt it was so present with the Phoenix and with this whole journey I've had the last month as well. It was time to cross the threshold. And this energy is very much what we are going through right now in the collective, in this collective specifically that I'm talking to, if you're resonating with me in this. And so the Ace of Coins, the Phoenix, and the time to cross the threshold. What have you been up to this last month? How has this year started for you? I know that 2024 was such a big transitional year of shedding so much, and even if we're going into the year of the snake this year, feel like this is so much a time to rise, that this year is so much about rising into what you know you are. And so many conversations I had this last month, and oh my god, I could tell you so many stories, but it's too much. But something that kept coming up was this feeling of being afraid to rise, being afraid to fully embrace your mission, being afraid to like fully show and shine and be you. And I keep talking about that for us as this collective body, that we are here to rise, you are here to share, you are here to be this light, to be this fire for so many other people, but first and foremost for yourself. Yeah, so you're going through some really big initiation right now, and the time to cross the threshold is not only that the initiations are coming to you, but you are initiating the initiations yourself. Does that make sense? Like, you also need to take the step through the door, through the portal, through what it is that is calling you, and it means also taking action. I feel like this year is so much about spreading your wings and shining, spreading your wings and flying, spreading your wings and allowing the fire in your soul to not only be lit, but to continue to burn and to like keep stoking that fire. We have a lot of aces coming out, so here's also the Ace of Swords coming out. So some death is in reverse, justice is in reverse. So that's the thing, like the death has already happened, and what you're doing now is simply rising. And when I say simply, it doesn't mean that it's always simple. Crossing the threshold, going through the initiation, deciding to rise, deciding to spread your wings and open to the world, it takes a lot of courage. I told the people at the retreat, so beautiful people, oh my god, I'm sending you guys so much love if you're seeing this. And it even caught me off guard thinking about something else, but it was this feeling of, it takes a lot of courage to make the decision when you're like nervous about something, or you feel like almost anxious about it, or it can be like this nervous excitement about something. Maybe it is to initiate something or get up on that stage or put that thing out, and it takes courage. But once you do it, once you cross the threshold, you're already in the air, you're already flying, and you're being called to do that. It's also a thing to get out of our own head and our own mind of, am I enough? Am I enough? Can I do this? Can I hold this energy? Can I really open for all of this? Some of the things that I felt before going to the retreat, even if I've done these retreats many times before, I still felt nervous. I still felt like a bit afraid, like, am I enough? Is it gonna go good? Like, is everyone gonna like it? Is it gonna be, you know, a good journey for everyone? But I knew that that nervous excitement was there because this was big. And it's the same for you. What you're being called to do, the creations that want to come through you, is meant to be birthed through you. The Nine of Swords was coming out, and it's this, like, maybe there is some part of you that are overthinking things, and if we overthink things, we get stuck. It's easy to get stuck in inaction, and all the ideas are just floating around, almost overwhelming sometimes, right? I'm sure you're getting many downloads at this time, so many downloads coming through, especially in the still moments, in the calm moments. Now I just felt this energy of, you know, when you wake up, I don't know your night routines and stuff, but sometimes I wake up before the sunrise here, and just, you know, the moment in the dawn before the sun comes up, and it's so still, and the rest of the world is still sleeping, or not the world, but at least the part of the world where you're in. That's the moments where the wisdom comes through. That's the moment where the downloads can really drop in. Silence and meditation is being really highlighted here, I feel, to bring this energy to a reversed energy, meditation. What do you do to shift up your energy? What do you do to move out of that worried energy so that you can move forward with the Chariot? Because you're meant to move forward. The Phoenix is rising. The Phoenix is rising. You are the Phoenix. We are the Phoenix. And the thing is that the gift that you have, like, you don't even know the ripple effect and the way that it's gonna touch other people. That's the thing. Like, when guys, I feel you all so much right now. It's a time of action. It's a time of lighting the fire. There's time for everything, you know? There's a time for contemplation. It's a time for allowing the ideas to come through. There's a time for swimming around in the darkness, I was gonna say. It's a time for all of these different aspects of us to come through. But I feel more and more people, we are being called to take action, aligned action, and to allow this the hanged man coming out in reverse. He's now on one foot with the other foot on the thigh, almost like a yoga pose right here. It looks a little bit funny actually. So there is some playfulness here that might be helpful for you. That maybe it's not as serious as you think. Maybe being the magician is much easier than what we make it up to be. And even if we don't know how things are gonna be received by other people, the things that you put out, you don't know how it's gonna be received. How can you know? But the mother still gives birth because she trusts that this child, she already loves it. She already loves it before it even comes out, you know? And that's, I think, the love for yourself, and returning to the love of your creations, and knowing that the creations that want to come through you, it's for a reason. It is not only for you and for your own joy, it is for other people to experience the frequency that you want to share. You are so guided and intuitively led at this time. Profoundly clairvoyant. I keep telling you, you're profoundly clairvoyant, and it's time to move forward. It's a new energy. Some beautiful birds flying out here. A new energy wanting to come through. New flowers wanting to be on your altar. How is it going with your altars? Are you working with the altar? I know many of you have connected to that, and I love personally working with altars and sacred items. And it makes such a big difference in, not a sense, it is just this having a place to connect to a higher energy in your own home. You are the phoenix. She's coming out again. I saw her in the bottom of the deck and she came out again. The High Priestess is right here. And you are being guided. You are being led. But the question is, are you fully trusting that your guidance is divinely guided? Can you trust that these ideas that are coming into your mind and in your heart and through your heart, that it is for a reason? I feel that the more I have dared to rise, the more I have dared to come out of this energy of not knowing how things are going to work out, and then just simply putting myself out there and starting to invite to the things that I want to create and whatever it might be. That's what's creating the Ten of Cups. That stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to share your gifts, because you have already permission. And the Ten of Cups will only come from you creating the life that you want. It is not from waiting. It is not from being in the hangman. It is not from worrying, because all of that energy is just to teach you how to rise stronger again. When we feel that we are falling down, it is to teach us how we can rise like the phoenix, higher and higher and higher, and become more and more and more than what we've been before. And the things that you before felt so far away to be able to hold, once you're there, you will simply be able to do it, because you're ready. And the ideas comes because you're ready. You're definitely not stuck, my friend. You're definitely not stuck. If you are in the middle of shedding old skins, know that there is a new day coming. That the shedding of the old will bring newness with the Page of Cups here. A renewal of your emotional body, a renewal of your DNA, a renewal of your energy. And it's gonna bring new energy to your projects. It's gonna bring new energy to the things you wanna do, right? So from the Page comes the Knight. The Knight is out here with the cup, so feels like there's a new kind of rising also in your emotional body, in your emotional world, in a sense, learning how to move your emotions. And it was from the Page to the Knight, and then the Ten of Cups was out here. So what else do we have here today, huh? Two of Swords is coming in reverse. So there's been the mental energy that's coming. It's like the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords. It's about making decisions and being in the mind, right? Being stuck in the mind. So tell me how you get out of the mind and into your heart so that things can be created from that space over there. People are gonna come in and help you that you had no idea would come. The balancing of the masculine and feminine is happening right now inside of you. The Emperor wants to sit on the throne. The Emperor is ready to be in his and her power. The Emperor came together with the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, the Chariot. It's like all major arcanas, not the Ten of Cups, but it's also one of it's the sealing, the ending, the fulfillment of the emotional journey that you have been on. So something new is definitely starting. And time to cross the threshold might also mean getting out of your comfort zone. Not only might. We have some more swords here, some more aces here. The Ace of Wands is coming out. So here we have now the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, together with the 10 and all of these major arcana. So it's like you've been resetting yourself for a long time, for quite some time, right? It's nothing new. I'm just reminding you of what you already know. You are profoundly clairvoyant, and that is coming online. that is coming online on such a high level that you're ready to move forward. If you've been with me for a while, since I came to this house here in Costa Rica, and you kept hearing all the animals outside, right now they've been quiet so far, but I just heard the dogs again here. But actually my neighbors, and I thought about you guys when I went to them, because it was so funny. Like, my neighbor came by and she was like, yeah, come over for coffee, like it would be nice to meet you and everything, like I haven't seen you here before. And I'm like, came down there because I can't see their house, like they have trees and everything over, and I came down and they have like a complete farm down there, like a Noah's Ark down there. And I was walking around and they showed me around all the animals. Like, they have all the animals, I'm not kidding you, like 1, 2 or 3 of each. It's so hilarious. And they're like, this is the peacock, like here are the peacocks. And the peacock was like right in my face there, looking at me with his blue head, so beautiful. And they're like, oh, his name is Tony. And I'm like, I love that. And then I was going to my friend at the beach and he was like, my dog's name is Tony. So I have no idea what that's about, but something about Tony, huh? But I wonder what animals are connecting with you these days. There might be some new spirit animals also in this crossing of the threshold that you're going through, these initiations to a higher timeline. You are keeping your faith, that's for sure, but also as you are crossing this threshold, you will be initiated to new guides. New spirit guides and new spirit animals will start to come to you, maybe in your mind or come into your field. And you can, if you don't understand why these animals are coming, you can always look it up, like what's the spiritual meaning of this animal, like why is this coming into my field all the time. This last month the coyote was coming through a lot for me, and I'm like, what's the coyote about? Why is this animal coming all the time? Super interesting. All these different animals coming through is to show you and to teach you and to guide you and to continue to help you to rise. You are a starseed of the earth, and you have been gathering your strength and your energy for a long time. And I know that many of you are already rising, like you're already sharing, you're already in this because you know and recognize that you're a leader in this time. And you are a leader because you're needed. You're being called to step up and lead because your frequency is so important and so needed. And again, you can simply, when you come back to this faith and the trust that you're being guided, this is where it's like, it's meant to bring us all together in the end. It's meant to connect us all in the end on a higher level. So you simply trust that your creations have an audience, will be received by the right people. It will not be received by all people, but it will be received by the right people. And this is also how your soul tribe is gonna find you, because not always are we being understood by the people we wish would understand us, but strangers that are family, that are soul family, that are known strangers on your path will come in and be the support that you maybe never even had, and be the support in a way that you could not even imagine. And that's the thing, Soul Tribe was coming out, and I'm just feeling that this is how also we are meant to come together. We're meant to come together because we keep sharing our unique frequency, and when you keep sharing your unique frequency, the right people will find you in the right timing as well. So even if you're starting something out and it feels like it's going slow, or you feel like, I don't know if this is gonna work, or I'm not getting so much back from this yet, know that there is a timing for everything, for all the creations. The gatherer is coming out. It's like you're gathering knowledge, experience, practice in this phase. If you're like in a phase of things are not fully taking off just yet, doesn't mean they're not taking off. It just means that you're gathering what you need for the takeoff, you know? And also it's preparing us, like everything you have done up until this point in your life has been preparing you for this next crossing of the threshold, crossing of the initiation, you know? The council is coming out. So there are more people, there are more souls, there are more support than what you could. The owl, obviously. At the altar, at the retreat, the owl was coming out the first day. The second day I put it back because we were changing the cards every day, see the new energy. The owl came out every freaking day. The owl was with us, and it's with you too. You know what the owl is representing? Many things. You can tell me more what it represents. For me, it represents being observed by the spirit realm, being watched over by the spirit realm, being protected as well. What does the owl mean to you? Maybe it's significant somehow. Also, some of the numbers coming out here was 11, 22. Might also be significant for someone here. But yeah, I wanted to come on to share some of this energy with you guys. Eagle is coming out too, and share some love and know that I'm not gone, I never disappear. But if you learn anything, if you have any manifestors, if you know human design, if you have any manifestors in your life, I'm a manifestor. But anyway, we're all manifestors in that sense, but just in human design. But anyway, I just know that my energy moves a lot in waves, and it's like this bursts of energies that wants to come through, and then my energy kind of turns in, and I need to recoup by myself in a sense, and then I come back out. So everyone that I have in my life, like some of my closest friends from like 10 years back, sometimes we don't talk for months, because it just happens like that. But when we talk, it's like, it's like the time never flew by, it's like we're still there together, and we're as close as we have always been. So I hope that you can meet me in that, and just know that I don't schedule any readings. You cannot expect from me to be here this time, because that's just not how I flow. I listen to spirit, and I listen to my guidance, and I follow it with very deep trust. And so even if I'm not around sometimes, know that I'm still with you energetically, and I feel you guys, and I love you so much, and I am always returning one way or another in the perfect timing. The vision quest. It's been definitely a vision quest. Maybe you are on a vision quest to rewild yourself, to rewild your ideas, to reawaken your magic. It's great to see you. Great to see you guys. I missed you so much. I was thinking about you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you take good care of your heart, and I hope that you are gathering enough strength and courage and energy to cross the threshold. I kept saying that we are all chosen. There's not some specific people that are chosen more than anyone else. Actually, all souls are being chosen to rise, in the sense that everyone is being called to rise. Your soul will never ever stop calling on you to rise into the phoenix, into the shining star that you are. But not everyone is gonna answer the call. That's the difference. But you have already answered the call. That's why you're even here. You would not have listened to me if you were not on this deep spiritual journey where you are right now, putting a lot of dots together to continue to remember your destiny. You're meant to help many people, and you already are, and you already have. And the ripples of the love that you have shared up until this point in your life will continue to ripple out long after you have left this earth. And that's why you're being called to rise even higher, to share even more, and to shine even brighter, because there is more souls calling on you, and you're so ready to hold that in your heart. You're being blessed. Out of darkness, the light is born. So any darkness that you have gone through is giving birth to the light that you're meant to share in this world. And you are so ready, and you are so worthy. So ready and so worthy. I support you deeply. I support your rising, and I see many of you rise. I see you all around me. I keep hearing from you. You keep sending me things. I love it. I don't always have time to answer everyone, but I'm trying the best I can with this one-man band that I am here. Because in each other we find ourselves. It is in each other, the mirroring of each other. This is where we find the light in ourselves, the courage to keep going, the remindance that you're not alone and that you never were. Keep believing in that beautiful place. Keep believing in that vision of the new earth that we are creating from a higher frequency that we are embodying and living from. And the more you're doing that for yourself in your life, it ripples out just by you being you. And wow, what a ripple. What a ripple when we all do that, huh? We're walking each other home, and that's one step at a time. And that's all we need to do. Feeling like we're coming to a completion for now. I love you so much. I will continue to share more with you. I have so much to share with you, but it's all gonna come in the right timing, so trust that I'll be back in the perfect timing. And yeah, that's just how it is. Sending love from the mountains in Costa Rica. I hope you wanna come next time I do a retreat. It will be so much fun to see you. And I kept saying to the people that came, this beautiful group, I'm like, finally I get to give you a real hug. And I hugged them many times. From the heart. So much love. Have a beautiful evening, beautiful day, beautiful week ahead. Talk to you really soon, okay?